It takes a long time to realize you can't drive faster than your guardian angel can fly.
Alright guys, this look requires the face to be 100% white to recreate the color of a skull. Let's start by applying Makeup Forever's white body paint from their Flash Color palette using number 252 large shader brush from MAC Cosmetics. The key is to achieve an opaque and even effect. Keep the eyes bare to make it easier when applying your dark shades onto the lid. This can take time, so be patient and make sure to blend.
Faster than your guardian angel can fly.
This next step requires a steady hand and can be very challenging, so take your time. Start applying Makeup Forever's red body paint from their Flash Color palette using the 210 eyelining brush from MAC Cosmetics. I'm using red for my look, however you may choose any color, be creative. Draw a thin line around the eye area to outline the hollow eye sockets of the skull. This may take a few hours, so I hope you give yourself plenty of time to get ready before you go and party. This next step is usually filled with a black color. However, I'm choosing green as my primary focal point. The colors I've chosen are romantic and haunting. Start applying Makeup Forever's green body paint using 242 small shader brush from MAC Cosmetics. This can be difficult, especially keeping it consistent and opaque. If you have a full brow, try using a glue stick. It will flatten the hair and will give you a perfect texture to allow foundation, or in this case, paint, to cover or camouflage. Now, to create dimension and texture in the hollow eye sockets of this look, first start by choosing a few shadows in different shades of the primary color. My primary color is green, so I'm choosing Bitter, Velvet Moss, and Just eyeshadows from MAC Cosmetics. Apply it with the 242 small shader brush to press the color onto the eye, and then the number 224 brush from MAC as well to blend the shades together. This will mattify and add dimension. Let's create a three-dimensional eye that looks dark and mysterious. Keeping with the same shade, I'm using a darker shadow from MAC Cosmetics called Femme Noir to deepen the indentation of her eye, which will achieve a more sexy and haunting look. Start applying at the outer lid and blend the color to the inner brow near the bridge of the nose. Use a blending brush to achieve a flawless look. Finish the eyes by deepening the overall look. To do so, I'm using a dark black shadow from my own personal makeup line called Blackout. However, you may choose any black shadow out there, or use Carbon eyeshadow from MAC Cosmetics. Start heavy at the outer lid and follow the natural bone structure of the eye. You gotta be careful not to go overboard. You must keep it sexy. Use the number 224 blending brush from MAC as well to keep it flawless. Alright guys, this next step wasn't my favorite part of the application by far. It isn't necessarily hard, but can be tedious and time consuming. First, apply Makeup Forever's red body paint from their Flash Color palette. Using a 210 eyelining brush from MAC Cosmetics, apply in half bubbles around the red outline around the eye. Don't worry about perfection, just keep it opaque, consistent, and pretty. Let's start drawing on the jaw and teeth of her skull. First, apply a thin line starting from the outer corner of her lips and curling up by the apples to finish off by the temple of her cheeks. Use Makeup Forever's black body paint and MAC's 210 brush to apply. This part is so much fun and you'll start to see the look come together. Apply the teeth as shown. My suggestion is to start the first line in the middle and then follow one line at a time, alternating left to right. There's no right or wrong way to do so. Add as many or as little lines as please. Now it's time to be creative. This look requires a spider web with an upside down heart in the middle of the forehead, creating a beautiful focal point. Using MAC's 210 eyeliner brush and Makeup Forever's black body paint, I first start the application in the middle of the forehead, right above the bridge of the nose. Draw a straight line to the top of the forehead. Repeat the same straight line at 2 o'clock, then alternate to 11 o'clock and etc. Add as many lines as please. Don't worry about being perfect and remember to have a blast. This next step can be done very quickly depending on how creative you are. I took an easy way out due to the fact that we were out of time. However, I still managed to achieve a spade-like caricature to recreate the nose sockets. You can draw a heart or a rose, it's all up to you. Apply the black body paint from Makeup Forever using the 266 brow brush from MAC directly onto the nose. I drew a straight line down the middle to keep it centered. Draw your design and fill it in. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Alright, this part of the application would have been my favorite if I had more time to create something special. I chose to mirror the nose and draw another spade-like character to finish. You can choose anything and any color to create another point of interest on this special painting, like a big giant rose or a heart full of crystals and glitter. The Day of the Dead is a celebration and can be full of color and life. To finish this look, you must be creative when applying those ornate embellishments around the skull. The key of this look is to be creative, to have fun, and not to be perfect. Good luck.